today's craft tutorial, we're going to do some upcycled gift bags, taking these milk cartons or juice cartons. And I don't know in your region, but where I live in South Africa, they don't recycle these, so I have to throw them away. So we are going to make these awesome gift bags, gift boxes, very sturdy, very nice. You can actually see I've already got a bottle of wine in this one. We don't cover the whole bottle, but hey, that looks okay, doesn't it? And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so we're going to need, to make these gift boxes, going to need a carton, and it can also be a different shape carton. It works just as well. So you're going to need an empty carton, a Stanley knife, a pair of scissors, black acrylic paint, acrylic markers. Going to need some string for the handle, and some varnish just to make it all glossy and lovely looking at the end. Okay, so the first thing we do is cut that square bit out. We're going to leave those two side flaps because those are going to be where we put the string. See, there we go, flap flap. Okay, and now we're going to just take acrylic black paint, and because there's a waxy film on these cartons, it really looks like you're going to struggle putting the black paint on. You can see it's all curdling and not going on very nicely, but don't worry about that because the first layer always looks like this. The second layer starts to get, it adheres to the box much better after the second layer. So don't worry if it's all curdly like this, it will get better. So there, that's dried. You must let it dry. Okay, so here comes on the second layer, and you can see it's already going on better. I just sort of glob the paint on in the areas that it doesn't want to take. But you can see the second layer, it's just got a little bit of like white specks. And as you're going to see, I'm going to just go and fill those in with a little bit of a thicker black paint. There you see, I'm doing that. And it's going on pretty nicely. Okay, so let that dry. Now we're going to take our acrylic markers. And as you can see on that first one, I did like a floral design, pretty basic. But yeah, I didn't want to do another floral design. You know, I did the leaves and everything. I thought it actually might be nice to just do leaves on one, like a more plain one. But this time I thought, I'm going to do my favorite subject, a bumblebee. So there I am, choosing my colors for the bumblebee. I'm doing a very sort of yeah, very crude. I don't know what's a better word for crude. Sounds terrible. But a very basic bumblebee design so that I can replicate it on all four sides. Although I do actually do something different on one of the sides, but you're going to have to wait and see. And if you like these kind of tutorials, I've got loads of craft tutorials for you. I love working with upcycled materials. I used to teach at a local youth upliftment center craft tutorials with upcycled goods, and we had such fun, and that's why I'm creating these videos so that other people can also benefit from this. You can sell these things at markets. So I'm going to have my link to the craft tutorials in my pinned comment below in the description, so please do go check it out. I'll also have it at the end of this video where you can just click through and pick out what you want to see. But there you can see I have started on my little bumblebee body. Pretty basic stuff. I mean, you don't even have to go in with all the different colors that I'm doing here. Yeah, so I also do art tutorials. So if that's more of your thing, like if you want to paint bumblebees, I paint in acrylic and sometimes use mixed media, acrylic markers, things like that. So if you're interested in that, I will also have that link below and in the pinned comments. And please don't forget to subscribe as well. I bring these out fairly regularly. And there goes in the legs, the little spindly legs. And the last to go on top is the wings. Don't feel intimidated by the wings. I'll show you now that they're actually fairly simple to do, especially with a basic sort of graphic like this. There you have it. I use the black as a base because it's just the easiest thing to paint over. Obviously, if you don't have acrylic markers, you can use acrylic paint. That's perfectly fine. And yeah, what was I saying about the acrylic? Oh yeah, the acrylic marker. So you don't actually need acrylic marker. They're just obviously really easy than painting on stuff. But it's not necessary. But I have to say, I got these last September and I haven't looked back. It's so lovely for doing craft. Really, really nice. So much easier than hauling out acrylics and water and all of that. So if you haven't tried the splendor of acrylic markers, I do strongly suggest you get some. Try them out. Great fun. Okay, so there you can see I did the wings. Very easy. You just, no one's really looking to see the accuracy of your wings, so just a couple of squiggly lines. You've got it. And just a few little mothy type butterflies. We've just had a tremendous storm here where I live in Barrydale in South Africa, and you get these little, I don't know what they are, they're like moths. Look like little tiny little moths, but they like congregate in like about 50, and they just swarm your garden. It's actually so lovely. They look like little fairies. So now that we've just had the rainfall, all these little tiny moths are out and about. So I thought I'd honor those little moths in this design. And just putting a few dots in to fill spaces. Here, as you can see, I'm just going real quick. Same principle as what I showed you before, but you don't want to have to see it all over again. So I've sped up the video. And there you go. As you can see, all the same type of stuff. I thought I was doing a really easy design, and eventually when I got to the third side I was like, oh wow, no, I'm not doing this again. What I think is easy and quick turned out to be like, yoy, that's like, I've had enough now. So yeah, on the fourth side I decided to write something so clever and punny that it's quite corny, but anyway, makes for a nice little gift. You don't have to obviously write anything, but if you want to write happy birthday or thinking of you or whatever, maybe just on one of the sides, it's nice to do that. Yeah, it's a great philosophy of life. Just be what? Be kind? Be happy? No, just because. And the final bumblebee goes on there. Tell me if you're going to try this out in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And let me know what you think. Just going over the writing there. And then when that all dries, I'm going to go in with a deco, what do they call it? Deco varnish. It's like a just a general craft varnish. You can use any kind of varnish here for acrylic, but I'm going in with I think the Heritage Deco varnish because it's nice and shiny. I like shiny things. And yeah, just quickly, I'm going to show you how to do the string. You're going to need a punch, which I forgot to say in the beginning, but you're going to need a punch to punch holes in those little wingy flap things. Yeah, the ball of twine, I think you can pretty much get at any material store, craft store. Funny, I got this one at a hardware store, but hey. Or you can just use any old string. So you just punch your holes in, put that through, tie your basic knot. There we go, put it through, and repeat on the other side. And voila! What a genius. You know, I like doing this because I just like working with upcycle stuff. But boy, oh boy, do you save money nowadays. I went to find a wine, what do you call this? Gift wrap, gift packet. Oh, I'm lost for words now. And they're so expensive. They used to be quite reasonable to buy the little gift box or gift packet to put a bottle of wine in, and now it's like half the price of the bottle of wine. So actually these things can be quite thrifty to make. Gone are the days of cheap packaging. Now you can do it yourself and dazzle your family and friends with your creative prowess. There we go. I'm putting on that varnish I spoke of earlier. This one's very glossy. You know, obviously you can get a matte varnish if you prefer that look, but it really does protect it nicely. I think this varnish is for decoupage, so it's a very nice glossy varnish. Okay, so now you know how to make these little gift bags. They hold nice things like raw honey as a gift for your friend or neighbor. Look how nice that looks, and it fits in there so perfectly. And like I showed you in the beginning, you can put even a bottle of wine, actually fits in here quite nicely. And the sky's the limit. The nice thing is as well is they're completely waterproof inside. Obviously they hold liquid, so you know you can also use them as a vase. I'm sure you could if you were careful. And also like for paintbrushes or stationery or anything like that. So they double up as a gift within a gift bag. A gift as a gift bag. See you on the next one. Bye.